Ward 3 incumbent and local lawyer Matthew Shoemaker shared with On TV's Riley Smith his insight into Premier Doug Ford's use and interpretation of the notwithstanding clause. In the midst of a municipal election, Shoemaker believes the manner in which Ford is approaching the cut of Toronto's City Council in half is wrong.
It's called notwithstanding. Really what that means is even though we're breaching the constitutional rights of Torontonians, we're going to pass this legislation. So it allows them to basically circumvent the court ruling that said that they couldn't do what they were doing because of this never used provision in the Constitution. So what they're saying is, yes, we're okay with suspending the constitutional rights of Torontonians to make sure that council gets reduced because Doug Ford thinks that they're bloated when he could just as easily wait till after the election and pass this in a fair and consultative manner. But he's not interested in going about that. And his entire caucus, which is going to support this, of course, is just happy to go along and say that they are okay with trampling on the constitutional rights of Torontonians.
With the municipal election set for October 22nd, of course, both the incumbent mayor and one of the mayoral candidates issued press releases yesterday. In his, Rory Ring says that Mayor Christian Provenzano has raised taxes by 11% over the last 4 years and compares the suit to Windsor, where there's been a 7-year tax freeze. Ring also said that the mayor is busy trying to spend $1 million on poor garbage decisions, nearly $7 million on City Hall improvements, and another $15 million on a costly PUC electricity scheme, while taxes continue to rise with breakneck speed. Mayor Provenzano, on the other hand, said that Ring's claim that the mayor was going to raise taxes by 1% to pay for garbage disposal was factually and objectively false. Provenzano also said the purchase will be funded from a reserve specifically set aside for new equipment. The mayor also said that Ring accused him of removing an item from the City Council meeting agenda and called that statement factually and objectively false. Provenzano said city staff deferred that item due to an issue relating to the successful tender. The mayor said Rory Ring stated that, quote, Winnipeg hasn't had a tax increase in 18 years. Provenzano said Winnipeg has not frozen property taxes for the past 18 years. In fact, Winnipeg has raised property taxes the last 7 years in a row. Finally, Provenzano said an honest, professional, and sincere public debate is good for democracy, and he called on Mr. Ring and his campaign to join him in that respect. Job creation, lower taxes, and improving the quality of life in the Soo are key issues in the Ring campaign. We've had several bear sightings around the On TV studios. We had quite a few, as a matter of fact, in the neighborhood in the spring. Looks like black bears are starting to make the rounds again. On TV's Riley Smith snapped these two pictures on her way home from work yesterday. Industrial Park Crescent has some pretty good hiding places for bears. Bears get most of their food energy by feeding on summer berry crops like blueberries, raspberries, and cherries. So in the fall, they turn their attention to hazelnuts, mountain ash, acorns, beech nuts, and maybe your garbage or a dirty barbecue. If you do find yourself in a dangerous situation with a bear, call 911. The Cape Fear River was expected to crest at 62 feet early today at Fayetteville, North Carolina, prompting officials to close a bridge leading out of the city after asking people to evacuate. Fayetteville Mayor Mitch Colvin said the city has never experienced flooding of this magnitude, and he doesn't know what to expect next from Florence.
The bridge needs to be closed for safety purposes, and, we are losing certain highways in the area, and so it's becoming more and more difficult to get around. And so we're asking folks to please get to a safe place and take cover.